Hello and welcome. So, we are going to do a reading that I originally saw the tarot reader KinoTarot do. Um, it was an older video of theirs, but basically, this is going to be based on the twin flame reading that they did. Okay? I just thought that the idea was really, really cool and I don't know, useful for anyone who feels like their twin or their divine is out there somewhere. Um, Now, even though their spread was originally called a twin flame reading, I am going to call this a divine reading. This is why. Although everyone has twin flames, the likelihood that you end up with your twin flame in a particular lifetime is actually quite low. Hold on, my roommate's cat is scratching at the door right now. That was kind of funny the way that was timed. Okay, so for maybe for a couple of you, your twin is, kind of like, no, I'm here. We're gonna do the thing. But for the vast majority of us, we're going to end up with a soulmate. It's going to be a soulmate that we are meant to do something big and have this grand, beautiful love with in this life. We have a plethora of soulmates, and souls play all kind of roles throughout our lives, okay? But we have a large soul family, and in every single life, yeah, we just play different roles. It's from one movie to the next kind of thing. And we all eventually want to be with our twin. Like, that's the person we're meant to do like the greatest work with, to have the most beautiful relationship with. But the reality is, most of us do not actually end up with our twin. So I am calling this a divine reading. So, because both readings are going to be a 2-deck reading, we're going to just do 2 different piles. So go ahead, and if you resonate with the seaweed card with prediction. Oh yeah, I did not consciously pull these cards, by the way. I took my Witch's Kitchen Oracle deck and I just shuffled it twice, asking for any cards to fall out to help me to determine how many different piles we were going to have, because I really didn't know how many to do. And this is all Spirit gave me: prediction and expansion. So I'm just expecting Spirit to continue to be snarky for the rest of this reading. All the readings I recorded today were slightly snarky and slightly inappropriate, so that's just the theme of the day. So yeah. I also just think seaweed and hemp are similar. I don't know why I think that. I just do. But yeah, so this is pile 1. Which pile 1 we will be using the tarot deck from the Spirit of Halloween store and the Alice in Wonderland tarot, in case that is how you resonate. And then for pile 2, we have the hemp card, expansion, and we will be using the Angel Tarot and the Moon and Star Tarot. To be honest, I only have 4 tarot decks at this time, so that might be why Spirit was like, you're only going to do 2 readings, because we're not mixing and matching here. So yeah. All right, so go ahead and click on over to whichever reading you would like, and I will see you there. Hello, if you resonated with the seaweed card, pile 1, or the 2 decks we were going to use, the Alice deck or the Spirit tarot deck, then this is your reading. So we're also going to actually interpret the card that we got. So the seaweed card is prediction. It's basically what it sounds like. However, this card is more when you have been wondering something and you're getting psychic nudges, and you're kind of being asked to go ahead and try to learn ways to listen to those psychic nudges, whether that be learning to read tarot yourself, learning to throw runes, scrying. But yeah, Spirit's asking you to, especially if you're someone who sits here and watches a lot of tarot. I definitely went through a phase like that where like that was just all I would do with myself. I was super depressed and I needed some hope. But yeah, so Spirit's urging you to actually figure out a way for you to get these messages yourself. I don't know if it's because like you're spending a lot of time watching different things, because with general reads, the truth of the matter is that it's not tailored to you. So you're going to get parts and pieces. Hello, Boots. You're going to get parts and pieces of different readings, and they don't entirely apply to you, but they sort of apply to you. And, my lord, I don't know if you can see a swishing tail, but my roommate's cat decided to just lay right here. That's cool. Hopefully he doesn't knock anything off the table. But yeah, they're general reads. They're not tailored to you. But if you were to learn some form of divination yourself, you can learn to get your own answers. And then that way you're not getting a lot of different super confusing messages where you're not sure what to take and what not to take. But since you are here, let me go ahead and read for you. So we're going to do this a little differently. If you are, a typical viewer of my channel, then you know that normally I like to just shuffle the cards and see what comes out. And normally I take reversals. We are not doing either of those this reading. I pre-shuffled both decks pretty fucking good, and I'm just going to draw back and forth from each deck until I get a pair that match. The pair that match, and they don't have to come out at the same time. Like I could get, say the card that matches is a 10 of swords, and I get it 3 cards in right here and 7 cards in right here. I'm just looking for 2 cards that are the same. That is going to be the point at which you two meet. And that is all we are trying to figure out, is how far away are you from meeting your divine. I am intending for this deck to represent you and this deck to represent your person. And we'll go ahead and we'll interpret the cards that lead up to that meeting point. Obviously, if what's going on with these cards sound more like what's going on in your life, then switch them as you need to. Again, these are general reads. I feel like this collective in particular gets a lot of potentially confusing messages. So really use your intuition, really use your discernment, and let's go ahead and get started. Oh, I'm also not taking reversals just because if say I get the same card at some point and they're in reversed orders, I don't want that to... Actually, no, I take that back. I will take reversals for this because of all the events that lead up to it. So I am taking reversals. Never mind. Okay, let's go. We're already running out of room. We're just gonna... I'll try to keep this in view as much as I can. then I will also do my best to, really what I'm trying for is the events that will lead you there and the inciting event, but I will also do my best to get an idea of timing for you as well. Okay. Wow. So I actually got, literally the Lovers for you. That's the matching pair. Um, I think it's really funny that the Lovers is what started this, and the Lovers is what ends this one. So we're gonna go ahead and take away these cards and put them away. Okay. So, assuming this is you, and assuming this is your person, you're literally waiting for your person to just catch up. Lovers also reps Gemini energy, so you could be a Gemini, or you could just have it in your major stuff. We also, for your person, we have the Strength, which is Leo energy, and we have Judgment, which is Libra energy. You are so waiting for your person to catch up. And they have a little ways to go, it looks like. So, I feel like, because the Lovers are in reverse, right? So I feel like the point in which you two meet is going to be when you are both done with a situation that you're currently both entertaining. I feel like maybe the reason why you're watching, if you're obsessing on tarot reading and like watching a lot of reads and stuff, it could be because you're trying to figure out the person that you are currently involved with. And the thing is that there's really nothing to figure out. They're just not your person. But your person, um, your divine, is also currently in a situation that it's not you. So that's not the right damn person. But yeah, your divine has a lot of catching up to do, and you are currently also just in a situation with someone that you are not supposed to end up with. I also feel like you know that on some level. So let's see here. Um, 1 second. Sorry about that. So, my roommate's cat is an indoor-outdoor cat. I don't want to hear it. Don't come at me in the comments. I do not want to hear it. He is an indoor-outdoor cat. That cat will literally tear up our house until we let him outside. He does not care. I have a whole, like, what he'll do, what you heard was he was scratching at my couch, and he will scratch on my couch until I let him outside. And I usually just, so he'll stop doing that. Anyway, I also don't feel like anything is a coincidence, so I kind of feel like, and I was gonna say this too before Boots interrupted, but I kind of feel like you know the person you're dealing with right now isn't your person, and you're kind of just filling space right now. You're lonely. This is a super intimate looking card. And I feel like you're literally just, there might be a little bit of emotions right now with the person that you're messing with, but you might care about them, but it doesn't mean you're in love with them, kind of thing. I feel like it's just intimacy to you. But yeah, so your divine has a little bit of a path ahead of them. I feel like you could meet after August or October, just because Leo energy, Libra energy. Um, so your divine is currently in a weird way, these two cards look very similar. And I mean, this is a cat, and that is Leo energy. I feel like your divine is currently in a place where they are having a difficult time believing in love. It could be because of the relationship they're currently in, or they could simply be leaving a relationship with not the right person when they meet you. But yeah, I feel like your divine currently doesn't really believe in love, and that's part of what's slowing everything down. Or they believe love isn't really for them, and that's slowing things down. And then with the Four of Swords here, I mean, with all this, there's two swords cards, so that kind of makes me think this is a matter of weeks. Um, and it could be a matter of weeks before you meet them. All right. It could be a matter of weeks before you meet them. But union itself is going to take a while longer. Most likely too, though, because the beginning of the entire thing was the Lover's Reverse on your end. The sooner you stop messing around with people that you know are not for you, the sooner this person will come in and you two can actually come into union. Okay? Um, but yeah, your person first needs to, or your divine first needs to kind of fix their belief in love. I feel like they need to clean up some of the people around them, not just their current romantic partner, but just some of the people around them. And they have some healing to do. They have some inner strength, some confidence building they need to do. I'm really getting sacral chakra. Like, this is really making me think of a chakra. Um, I feel like after they begin to do their healing, this will move very quickly because this is in the reverse. Which Four of Swords in reverse is really like not, there is no time to rest. I almost feel like it's almost giving me the vibe of like you two meet and maybe they're still in a connection that they know like just makes them feel like meh. And the reason they're capable of opening their heart to you when they meet you is because you're meeting them as a friend and not as a romantic interest. But they develop feelings and the attraction is maybe very clearly mutual. So it's like that's what gives them the kick that they need to leave their current partner. I'm going to say that, and I'm also going to say make sure they take the proper time to heal first before entering the next connection. It's usually not a great idea to jump from one connection to another. People do it, but it's usually not a great idea. You usually need to take some in between time. just to make sure you're not bringing any baggage from the old situation to the new one. But yeah, I see. I mean, this whole thing might happen in a matter of weeks. I keep thinking August, like August in particular. So you might meet this person in a matter of weeks. An actual union occurs in August. Um, excuse me, I'm sorry. But yeah, that is all I have for you, pile one. Thank you for coming to your reading. If you liked this, go ahead and let me know. I would like to do more readings like this, and I would like to expand on this overall spread. Like, I'd like to experiment with it in the future, and I might just do that anyway. But yeah, thank you for coming to your reading. I do offer personal readings if that is of interest to you. And other than that, be good, be safe, and love and light to you. Bye. Hello, Pile 2. If you resonated with the hemp card expansion, this is your reading. The reason the two decks are shoved to the side is because we're going to be pulling cards simultaneously until we get a match. Okay? So this is probably going to be a little bit more crowded than what I normally do. My reading's already kind of crowded just because I need to update my setup. But until then, crowded we shall be. Sardines we shall be. Now then, the meaning of your card, hemp. I have rarely ever pulled this card, so quite honestly, we're just going to read it from the book. So, hemp. You've been courting controversy, although what you're standing for is right. If others could see the point you are making, thinking outside of the box or looking at the bigger picture is the only way forward. Although looking at a situation from another's viewpoint would help you understand the approach and attitude of others at this time. My good reputation is often disputed, even though I've been used for textiles and rope for thousands of years. Nowadays, my flowers and seeds are used in health foods, organic body care, and other nutraceuticals, and I'm loved by vegans for my natural protein benefits and essential fatty acids. Time to keep an open mind when I appear. Although my THC levels will not affect you, like my cousin cannabis, my family holds the secrets of the universe to expand your consciousness. Now, I'm going to just assume right off the bat that you like to enjoy time with Miss Jane. Or maybe you're being called to experiment with Miss Jane, if that is in fact something that you are comfortable with and is legal in the place in which you reside. Do not do anything illegal. Do not do anything illegal. Please. That being said, I'm going to go ahead and, like I said, we are going to just pull cards from the top simultaneously until we get a pair. I am going to take reversals for this. This is mostly to see when you will meet. I might do it a little differently in the future, but for now, just to keep the two piles the same, as in pile one and you guys. I'm going to go ahead and we're just going to go, again, we're going to see when you guys are going to, or what's going to be happening when you meet your person. Anything that comes out in the meantime, I will attempt to get timing for you, though I'm not certain on that. I will attempt to, get some zodiac stuff for you and just anything else that comes through. This is mostly an experiment, but I like the concept and we're just gonna try something. All right, so this is intended to be you. This is intended to be your divine. Obviously, if the messages that come through for this deck feel more like you, feel free to switch them. If neither of them feel like you, then you might want to go check out the first pile. Now then, I feel like I've rambled long enough. Let's go ahead and get going. I'm going to crowd the cards a little at first, just so everything fits, so that I don't accidentally mix up their order. Okay. Wow, pile one did the same exact thing where the card that matched, they both happened to be facing the same direction in pile one. And the card that matched for the top deck was at the top, and for the bottom deck was at the bottom. So yeah, I'm going to assume that like pile one, you are ready and you are waiting for your divine to catch up. Um, so when you meet your divine, it's going to be when you're in a place where you need help making a decision or going forward with something. You could meet this person because they're helping you with that decision. Um because there's so many swords out here, swords typically mean weeks. That's so weird. The other pile, it was also weeks. So yeah, swords typically mean weeks. Your person currently has a lot on their plate right now, though. Your person is currently dealing with a lot of conflict, which it does look like they're going to come out on top of with the Queen of Swords right here. And it looks like your divine is currently working on balancing because we have a queen right next to a king. Yes, they are different elements, they're different suits, but your masculine, wow, this person might be your masculine, I don't know. Um, if what you're seeking is a masculine, then, go ahead and let that resonate. If not, ignore that. Things just come out of my mouth when I'm reading. Your divine could be currently needing to balance their masculine and feminine energies and bring themselves to where their energies are working at a higher level first. You might already be at that point yourself where you are already a vibrational match for the most part. Like you might already be someone where your inner feminine is a queen, your inner masculine is a king. You're not working in page and knight energy yourself. They need to catch up a little bit. Your person, it appears, is still working on learning to use their voice properly to get their needs met. And using their material resources to meet said needs. So your person could also in their big six, they could have a lot of earth and air energy. I don't know why I'm getting this in particular. Your person could be an air moon. So a Libra moon, a Gemini moon, an Aquarius moon with an earth sun. Do not ask me why I'm getting that in particular. I do not know. If they're an earth sun, it's going to be Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. But yeah, they're currently dealing with a lot. There is a lot of conflict in their life. They still need to come into their own more. And when they do, they're going to be effing grand. But they're also going to be at a place where they need to make a decision. That's where you two will meet. You two will meet at a crossroads. I feel like for some of you, you already know this person. And this isn't a question of when you meet them. This is a question of when union occurs for some of you. Because the fact that the matching set is Two of Swords in the reverse, a crossroads, or being unable to make a decision, Um, well, actually, it's in the reverse. So it might be that a decision has been made, and the decision is each other. That's not going to be all of you, but that's going to be some of you. For others of you, the decision made is going to basically be what leads you into the same path. Like maybe you both change your place of work at the same time. Maybe you both move at the same time. The best thing you can possibly do at this moment in time, if you do have things that you are indecisive about, is to go ahead and make decisions. And if you have to, and if it's perfectly legal, go ahead and smoke about it. But make decisions. And they don't have to be popular decisions. They just have to be decisions that are right for you. The more you act in alignment with yourself, the quicker this person will get to you because that vibration will pull at them, basically. So, pile 2, this was interesting. Both of these reads were just interesting to do. I hope that was helpful to you. Go ahead and comment what you thought of this just in general. I do want to expand on this style and experiment with it. And yeah. So that is all I have. I do offer personal readings if that's something that you're interested in. And other than that, I will see you again soon. Be good, be safe, and love and light to you. Bye.